Happy Monday.
Yes.
Almost Taco Tuesday.
So people are going to be popping in, but while we're waiting, I'll just give you an overview of what I have planned tonight.
Okay.
And that is that for the new members, so you guys can be thinking about this, we're going to do rapid fire, like 1 or 2 sentences, tell us about yourself. And then I'm going to give an overview about IWF. I'm going to give you the secret decoder ring that allows you to figure out everything about IWF. It's a virtual decoder ring. And then we're going to break out into smaller groups. And I'm going to throw a question at you. I have 3 possibilities. So let's see what you think. So one question is possibly, what is your current passion project? Could be work, could be anything. Or if you could have any job for a week, what would it be? Or what's the first thing you do if you won the lottery? So I'm kind of a free-form person. So if you want to pick any one of those questions or your own question in your breakout group, but we just want to have an icebreaker so that we can learn more about each other. Beth Godhelp has the best all-time icebreaker question. What would you put in your coffin?
Oh,
It was amazing. It was amazing. Oh, Madam President is in the house. Lucy Lipovsky, introduce yourself.
Hi, how are you? I'm sorry I'm a little bit late, so I didn't hear all the icebreakers, but I'm thrilled to see so many of you on our Zoom. This is wonderful. So my coffin, I'm not going to have a coffin.
Me neither.
neither.
It'd be a problem.
So Mary, before we get started, just to let you know, I'll speak for Jessica. She and I are going to have to jump off early.
Okay.
So I don't know if that impacts your breakout groups.
Can I just
No.
mention my favorite coffin joke?
Go
I
for
have
it.
these cocktail napkins. It says, and I could really relate to this. At my funeral, take the bouquet off my coffin and throw it into the crowd and see who is next. Oh, I love that.
That's a good one.
So we might also then, that's our president, Lucy Lipovsky. And so we might introduce board members. Cindy?
Hello, I'm sorry, I just put myself on mute. My name is Cindy Fernelli. I am the board member, and I am on the newly anointed membership council. Is that what we're calling it, Lucy?
You're engaging. You're the engagement.
Remember engagement. She's going to make sure that all of you are engaged with us all the time.
But engagement what? Not committee, group.
Oh, fun, right?
I don't know I don't know what it is, but it's not quite to the level of a committee, but in any event, be aware that I will be reaching out and trying to solicit your input into how we can engage each other more.
Right. And so we have Catherine Swintek on our board.
Hello, everyone. And I know many of the new members. Welcome, welcome. Yes, I proposed a program to IWF about, I don't know, was it 6 months after I joined? And then I found myself on the program committee. And and then
It's a cautionary tale, everybody.
Then I found myself co-chairing the program committee with Beth Godhelp and Donna McGinnis, and on the board. And I'm very happy to work with Lucy and Cindy and the other board members.
And Catherine is also the fairy godmother for Dine Arounds.
Yeah, right? So I do co-chair the program committee with Donna and Beth, and look forward to telling you more about that.
So
are you still looking for a hostess for the Dine Around in the Sarasota area?
Yes, we are.
Hint, everyone.
Well, let me just say, Catherine, you and I can get in contact after. I'm willing to do it again. I had a great time.
Oh, okay, that's wonderful. Yeah, because Francine, we've been going back and forth with her. So, okay, wonderful.
So I
Okay,
want to
we'll talk
welcome
after.
Kate Marie Barnes. It's probably early in the morning for you too, girl, right?
All right, I was on mute. Hi, everybody. No, a little bit late at night. So we're
late at
wrapping
night,
up the
okay.
day here in Germany. So just at the end. So yeah,
Okay.
I may drop off before the end too, but I couldn't miss an opportunity to say hello to everyone.
And welcome to Stacy and Margaret as well. So another board member that we have is Jan Katie.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. It's wonderful to see so many new members. And I'm the vice president for Central, and that includes reviewing membership with membership committee. So yay, thank you all for being here and welcome.
Yeah. And Beth, another board member. Oh, you're on mute. Hit that space bar. There you
I
go.
know. That's one of the most popular sayings in the last 2-3 years. Hi there, Beth Godhell. I'm on the program committee with Donna and Catherine. So, plus on the board, I am also a Detroiter and on the board of the Michigan IWF. And so some of you have been getting my emails about the IWF in Detroit, the global conference. It's going to be so much fun and look forward to seeing some of you on there. I'm trying to think. Anne Marie is going for sure. Which other new member is going?
Deborah.
Deborah.
Jacobs. Okay, great.
And
So-
Deborah, you're doing, I think Deborah's doing something on philanthropy, aren't you?
Yep.
You're muted.
Yes, I'm working with the Skillman Foundation, Danielle, I believe her name is, yeah, and that we're doing a special session.
Skillman is a great foundation. I have a lot of friends there, and Carol Goss used to be the head of it, who's also, on the board of that one. So you'll see quite a few people who have been involved in the Skillman Foundation there. So excellent organization. So I'm excited about that for both of you.
So Mary, can I say 2 more things while everyone's
Sure.
on
You're
here?
the president. You can do
Oh,
whatever you
wow.
want.
A couple things. First of all, it is great. We have tremendous programs coming up. And so 2 that I just want to talk briefly about is, so next Tuesday, Pat Oker, the former president of New College, is going to be talking about, she's run, 10 Boston marathons, and she weightlifts and everything, and is going to talk about how that relates to leadership. If you go and look, you'll see Tanya's decided to close the program at 30, but I think if a few more of you want to go who haven't signed up, send me a note and I'll persuade Tanya to let you guys in. The other thing is, I think there's a save the date up now, and Deborah Ellinger might want to say something about it, on November 9th, when we're going to have our second corporate Women on Corporate Board initiative, which is an initiative we're doing with the other 2 IWF forums, with women corporate directors and women's leadership, I never remember what the E is for. And it's going to be in Miami on November 9th from 5:30 to 8. And we'd love for all of you who want to come to be there. We're hoping for about 200 people in the room. Many will be with people, men and women, on corporate boards on the Russell 3000, and we'll have our research report shown. And I just heard from Stephanie Sonnenben, one of our members, who's the co-chair and founder of 50/50 Women on Boards, that our goal for this year was add 50 women to the corporate boards of the Russell 3000 in Florida. And it looks like we've done it. It was also that half of them should be women of color, which apparently we haven't done. But so we will be unveiling those results, as well as putting out our goals for 2024. So we're very excited about that. And we have a fantastic program, including the mayor of Miami-Dade County is going to be there to talk to us, the president of Miami-Dade Community College, our sponsor from the Knight Foundation, and then some other phenomenal people. And we're hoping they will talk a bit about the impact and the implications of recent Supreme Court decisions about affirmative action and all. Most of them have affected higher ed, but what the implications are going to be for corporate boards. So
if you are interested in serving on a corporate board, let Lucy know. If you serve on a corporate board and you're interested in helping women access that opportunity, let Lucy know. It is part of what we are doing as a forum with the other two forums in Florida to advance women leadership. So cool, Lucy. Thank you.
And I should, Deborah Ellinger is one of our new members who is on the Tupperware board, as well as been on several other boards, may still be on some other ones, and has been a moving force in this whole initiative, along with me and several other people. We have a phenomenal task force, and we have our own website, so you can find that online. Deborah, did you want to say anything?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I'd love to say hello to everybody. It turns out I think I know about half the people on this call, which is awesome. So really great to see everybody, and you all know who you are. And Lucy really stole my thunder because of the, she talked about the November 9th event. It'd be great if many of you can come. And it is great that we're having some success, although it's slow going, as everybody knows. And that, I think somebody said we should say what our passion project is. And of course, that's it for me. It's getting more women on corporate boards. I myself have been on public company boards for over 20 years. I'm a former CEO. I've run 4 companies for private equity firms, and they're still all backwards. We need to progress. So that's my quick intro. Thank you, Lucy.
Thanks.
Wonderful. So now we are getting to the speed dating part of our program, where we're going to ask the new members in a couple of sentences or so just to introduce yourself. And so I'm going to start with Stephanie. I'm just going through my screen. So Stephanie, you're up.
Hey, good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for having me here this evening. I am a relatively new resident of Florida. I've been here about 5.5 years. I came down here to take a job. I'm the CEO of Planned Parenthood here of the Southwest and Central Florida area. We oversee about 22 counties and 50% of the population of Florida, quite a large healthcare operation. We see about 40,000 patients a year. I'm really proud to be a mother of a fabulous daughter who was just married this year, and that's been the light of my year, is having her be happily married. So that's a little bit about who I am. I think that was 3 sentences. So
okay, that's okay. Deborah.
Well, which Deborah? So
Deborah Jacobs, sorry.
Yeah.
Hi, I moved to Sarasota in 1985. So I've been here a very long time and seen many iterations. I've also had several different career chapters in that time, from being a bank exec to being at Ringling College to entering the philanthropy world. And now I lead the Patterson Foundation, where we work in a 4-county area, but then we also work with national partners.
Thank you. Molly.
Hi, everyone. Good to see you. I moved from Colorado to Sarasota about a year ago, and I transferred my membership early this year. Previously, I've worked for Dow Chemical and Orica, an Australian global mining services company. All over the place, in Germany, in many countries in Asia, in and out of US. Currently, I'm serving on a number of corporate boards and also do some volunteer work to support Asian executives in leadership development, and also volunteer with WCD.
Oh, wonderful. Julie.
There I am. Oh, good evening. Nice to see you all. Like Molly, I had my corporate career at Dow Chemical. Hi, Molly. Nice to see you. We are snowbirds. We summer in northern Michigan, and about 5 years ago, we built a home in Naples. I am on some corporate boards. I do some nonprofit board work. I coach and train executive women, which has always been my passion, and enjoy kind of spending half the year in 2 beautiful places in the country, and look forward to getting to know all of you.
Wonderful.
I'm sorry, where in northern Michigan did you say you lived?
Petoskey.
Right. I'm a Detroit, well, I'm a Michigander, as I mentioned earlier.
Yeah, great. I know, I wish Detroit was closer.
Stephanie and Deborah Jacobs live in Sarasota, right? And Molly, where do you live? Which part part of, are you in Sarasota? And Julie's
Yes, yes, I'm in Sarasota, in a new
Deborah,
community though.
yeah. Deborah Ellinger.
Hello, everybody. Well, I think I kind of half introduced myself before, but the companies I've run, I want to pick on one because it might be fun for all of you to think about. I was the CEO of Ideal Image, which is a chain of medical spas, and doing things like Botox and fat removal and laser hair removal and such like. And the reason I mention it is that even the younger kids now are doing all of this, and all of us are saying we don't need that anymore. So it's going at the other end of this. As your daughters come to you at age 29 and say, Mom, I've got a wrinkle right here. Should I do preventative Botox? I want to know if your answer is yes or no. So I'm turning this around. What would you say to your 29-year-old daughter who's got wrinkles?
I can't wait to hear your decision, honey.
That's a good one.
Mary has a son.
Yeah, but I would tell him the same thing.
All right. So for the son, it's I'd like to get rid of my unibrow or the hair on my back. Yeah.
Well,
Anyway.
and men get Botox too, but I did have my daughter ask me that question, and she happens to be married to a dermatologist, so it was loaded. But I said, yes, honey, I think that would be a great idea.
Yeah.
So, Margaret, I'm going to move on, Deborah. Thank you.
Yep.
Margaret, you're next.
Hi, everybody. I'm Margaret Giacalone. First, I just want to tell you how excited I am to be a part of this group and among such fabulously talented women leaders. I am a full-time resident of Longboat Key. I'm an attorney. I've been practicing law. It kind of pains me to say this out loud, for about 30 years in Florida completely. Most of that time, nearly all of it, frankly, has been in-house with the Walt Disney Company. I last oversaw the legal function for all their domestic and international theme parks, as well as their cruise line and corporate real estate. And I just retired from the company in July after what I would describe as a super rewarding career. But I'm looking forward personally to what my next career is going to be in the future.
Got plenty of good examples here. So Anne-Marie Reedy, I want to tell you, Anne-Marie, you may not know this, but Anne-Marie lives in the Panhandle. And so our board met and said, what is our territory going to be? Because it basically was Tampa down to Naples and, a few people in Jacksonville, and so we voted, Anne-Marie, based on your application, to include all of Florida that is not covered by Miami and Palm Beach, the existing forum. So we now will accept nominees from any part of the state, and you are our first in the Panhandle. So please introduce yourself.
So hello, everybody. I actually divide my time between the Panhandle and Huntsville, Alabama. And I wanted to join this group because it's such an active, vibrant group, and has always a presence at the meeting. So that's one of my favorite things about IWF are the conferences. So it's just going to be really nice to see you all in person, or not all of you, but a lot of you in person in Detroit.
Wonderful. See you there. So Kate
is a doctor.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, he is a doctor. Kate?
Hi, everyone. So I'm Kate Burns. Sarasota has actually been my home base for over 30 years now, but I've been a diplomat with the U.S. Foreign Service, so traveling around the world and hoping to spend more time in Sarasota. But about a year ago, I got a great opportunity to come to Germany and serve here at the U.S. European Command as a civilian deputy to the 4-star general that works here. So that's where I am right now. I try to get back to Sarasota regularly, and I'm so proud to be a part of the IWF group. I should also mention that I was an IWF fellow in 2012 and 2013. So a real appreciation for this program, and it's just great to see you all.
So now,
and Lucy, do you want to mention the program that Kate is doing for us on number 2?
Sure. Or Kate.
Sure. Well, Kate, why don't you talk? She's going to do a program on what's going on in that part of the world. You want to say a couple things about it?
Yes, so I've got a talk coming up. I think the date is November 2, if that's, November 2, if right. And I'm going to talk a little bit about what's happening in Ukraine and with Russia and how that's affected our relationships with Europe. It's a very serious topic, but also I think, it allows for a discussion of some of the opportunities that exist as we've come together with our alliance and with other partners in support of Ukraine. So happy to have that discussion with those of you that are interested.
So
Looking
for
forward.
those who may not have picked up on it, Kate Marie works for Department of State, and she is advising NATO Command, right? And U.S. Command in Europe. Did I get
Yes,
that?
so almost. So technically just the U.S. command, but my boss happens to wears the two hats. So he's both the U.S. commander in Europe and he's the commander for all NATO troops. I don't technically advise him in his NATO capacity, but there is a lot of overlap and convergence. So I dip my toes in, I guess is the way I would put that.
So how about that?
Kate's program is on Zoom and it's going to be at lunch hour so that Kate's wide awake since she's at a different time zone.
At least for now. Thanks.
So Stacy, tell us about yourself. You got a new job. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mary. I'm Stacy Corley. Currently, I'm president of Sarasota Memorial Healthcare Foundation, and I'm happy to be here. I moved to Sarasota in 1991 as a college graduate and a pharmaceutical rep for Bristol Myers Squibb. I worked for them for 10 years, moved to Nashville and then back here. So 20 years this time I will have been back in this area, and became an unintended fundraiser in the professional capacity. So I was doing it as a volunteer and loved it. So ended up working at the Ringling Museum, then Ringling College for a decade, and have been here for a year. So very excited to be part of this group and look forward to meeting you all in person.
Thank you. Diane.
Hi, everybody. Greetings from Rochester, New York. That's where I am right now. And I apologize for my screen being so dark, but I had my corporate career at Eastman Kodak for 32 years. Probably was an expert in restructuring, especially at the end, but I had lots of fun jobs there. And I have a home in Naples, so I am one of those snowbirds as well. And I spend my time now working in the nonprofit world. And right now, I seem to gravitate to areas where they have problems. So right now, I'm working with the regional theater and animal welfare, which is actually doing very well here in Rochester. And then my husband and I have a foundation for education, but I also sit on a board of my alma mater to work with them around giving scholarships. So I keep pretty busy, but I'm so looking forward to your programs. They sound so fun and interesting, and I love to learn. So I will be attending many of them. So it's nice to be part of your group.
Happy to have you. Simi. Simi is in India right now at a family wedding.
Oh, wow.
What Indians do at a family wedding. Show your hands.
Oh, my Mendi. Yeah, you can see this. This is mild. I didn't do a lot because it's my
Usually they cover
cousin says-
everything, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I did my arms and my legs, and yeah, it's Mendi. But I am here, so I apologize. I'm a little bit jet lagged. I am excited to be here like many of you. I've heard a lot about IWF from some friends that I mentioned earlier, and I've been talking about this organization for a while. I moved to Sarasota Lakewood Ranch area in 2016 from Chicago, and I'm a little bit crazy as I'm a managing director for Johnson Controls. I own a healthcare strategy firm, and my doctorate's in public health. And we actually started a nonprofit called Mission Neem 5 through a relationship with the president of India here, and I can talk about that later. But I'm the chair of that foundation as well. So it's been challenging but wonderful, and I'm really excited to see like such strong women within the state of Florida, and others that have talked about you so much. So it's been great. Thank you for having me.
Well, welcome everybody, and you'll get to meet our more longer standing members in the breakout groups. So the next part of our time together is what I promised, which is a virtual secret decoder ring for new members to IWF. And there are 3 letters in the decoder ring, I, W, F. So the I is international. That is what is unique for us from many other women's groups. Over 8,000 women. I think it's 34 countries. And that is truly extraordinary because one of the rules about IWF is if IWF calls, everyone answers. So if you are going to France for a business deal, call somebody, they'll help you. Or show you, the best restaurants in Paris, or maybe even put you up. You never know how far sisterhood will go. And so
And Mary, I've done that in Spain, Madrid. I've done it in Hong Kong. So yes,
so
take
it's
advantage
real.
of it.
It's real, right, Leanne? Yeah, it's real.
Take advantage of it. Yes.
Mary,
so-
we might have missed Trish. She just put a note
Did
in
I
chat.
miss Trish? Oh,
Yes.
no.
Oh,
Trish.
no worries. It's fun. That's
Go
why I just
for
jumped
it.
in.
Thank you,
No worries.
thank you, thank you.
All right, thanks. I'll be
Sorry.
super fast. That's right. I was late anyways. That's what I get. It's great to see everybody. I am a member of the Suncoast chapter. I joined, I don't know, a few months ago. I'm splitting my time between here and Beaver Creek, Colorado, here being Naples. And I'm thrilled to be part of this group. I've had the chance to go to a couple events already.
Oh, great.
Have really enjoyed beginning to, I came from the Chicago chapter, lots of strong females in the Chicago market. So it's great to build a posse down
Love
here. as
Chicago
well.
people.
I still work full time as for a private equity firm as an operating partner, and I serve on a couple of corporate boards. That's it.
So Trish, Lukasic, is that how you say your last name?
Lukasic, but listen, my
Lukasic.
father said it wrong at my wedding. I respond to almost anything. You call me Trisha and we're gonna have a real
I think I'd like to say it the way you want to say it. Lukasic.
you call me Trish, we're good. You call me Trisha, we're gonna have a problem. But technically it's Lukasic.
So thank you for alerting me of that oversight. So the international piece, you heard Anne Marie Reedy say conferences are one of her favorite things, and that is truly a transformational experience. I've been to 6. We have 2 conferences a year, global conferences. One is usually North or South America. The other is somewhere else. And so the next one coming up is in New York City. I have the dates in the chat. May 15th, and I made a typo because I can't talk and chew and chew gum at the same time. May 15th through 16th. The next
Wait,
one.
you mean after Detroit?
After Detroit, yeah. Is registration still open, Beth?
I think so.
Oh, well, let's tell us about it then.
We're at 750, I think. So
Oh.
they were gonna cap it off, although I thought we were going to do 850, but anyhow. So you can still
So
try.
Beth, is your
to-
understanding that people could still register if they wanted to go?
Yes, so I think people can still register for that. It'll be.
So, and those dates are, my dear?
It's a Wednesday, October 3rd or 4th.
It's
4th,
October 4th to 6th.
I'm going dizzy with the dates, so. 17. more
So
days.
we have one coming up, and we have about 8 people going. I'm going, Anne Marie's going. Kate really wanted
Jane's
to go,
going.
but she can't make it.
Janice is going. Is Janice on the phone? No.
Janice,
Yep, Janice is going.
Oh, Janice is on the
Jan-
phone. There she is.
Janice going. So we're going to have a nice contingent. After Detroit and New York City is Jordan, October 22nd through 23rd. And so what happens at these conferences is truly unique because they pick local issues with global impact, and we hear from thought leaders through a woman's lens. And I think we kind of forget sometimes, we're the fish swimming in the ocean, we don't see the water, that much of the information we get, much of the framing of problems that we hear really are from a man's perspective, because that's kind of the default function in many countries, including our own. And so these conferences are special for that reason. They are picking from global thought leaders. I've learned things about extraterrestrial life I would never have known if I hadn't gone to the Las Vegas conference. And it includes smaller breakouts. There are social events, including usually a fabulous opening reception, dine-arounds, which is a tradition of IWF where originally we gather in people's homes in small groups, and the connections made there are immediate and deep and very meaningful. So we offer them here locally, but you also get the opportunity at an international conference to experience it with people from all over the world. And we also honor women into our Hall of Fame, which is not the right wording, Lucy. I don't know if I'm calling it the right thing.
Something like that.
But you know, it was Jane Goodall in Las Vegas, and in Miami it was Gloria Allred. Yes, we did the conga line in Miami with Gloria Allred. So there is some cut and loose there going on, usually dancing and music. So the conferences are really special. They are not cheap. I'm going to say 5,000 usually, maybe more for Jordan, but you will have such a rich experience, and you will not regret it. And so please put those dates on your calendar, and I hope you can make one or more. We have two other opportunities at Global. One is fellows. These are women who are not IWF members, and Kate Marie is a past fellow, who get a one-year international experience with a fabulous cohort group. They study with Harvard, they study at INSEAD in Versailles, is it? Yep. Yep. And plus they get the opportunity to go to the conferences. And so one of the wonderful benefits of being a fellow is you also get your fellow group. Usually people keep in touch with each other. So your companies can sponsor a fellow. If you have a rising star in your company, you could sponsor a fellow. So you can contact me if you want to know information about that. The other thing about Global, and I put the website up there, it's iwfforum.org. And you use the same email that you use to sign in locally, and you add .iwf to the end, same, and then pick your password. I usually pick the same password as for the local website because I can't remember. And there's something called Global Passport, where you can attend Zooms, or if you're traveling, other IWF functions from other forums. So that is the secret decoder ring letter I. The next one is W for women. You heard about how we advance women leaders through the corporate boards. And we are also championing equity. And we're looking at ways that we can do that. We're very anxious to recruit women who are diverse. And that means in fields that we're not represented in. That's, for us, that's science, media, the arts, younger women, women who are 50 or younger, and also women of color. So if you know people who are IWF type members, and you want to sponsor them for membership, you can. There's no waiting period. Any member can sponsor, and it takes two. So we also are mentoring college women leaders through two events that are scheduled. One is at University of Tampa on March 25th. What we do is we meet with the young women and mingle, and then we sit at tables, usually at themed tables, like I might be at the healthcare table since that's what my field is in, and we talk with them, and then the young women change seats and get to talk to another set of women leaders, and there's lots of exchange going on. Where Lori Stryker, our member, is trying to organize one in February for Sarasota, because this has been such a popular and fulfilling. Janice worked it like a job. She had these young people calling her and handing out cards and things, and so and we also try to promote leadership here locally. You heard about Pat Oker's talk, and hearing from other leaders like Kate Marie Barnes. So I think that is something for you to develop your leadership skills, your knowledge, your connections. And as Margaret has said, at every stage of life, we're trying to figure out how we're going to interpret contributing to life and our life in the ways that we want. And there's some fabulously innovative examples, Margaret. We actually have experts in this transition. Nancy Schlossberg has written, I think, 15 books, still quoted, you know, in Forbes and the Wall Street Journal. She is in her 90s. So you want to meet Nancy if you want to talk about transitions. So the last piece of the secret decoder ring is F for fun. We have coming up several dine-arounds. September 21st, Katie Sproul in Naples is doing a dine-around, and October 26th, Nancy Lurker in St. Pete Beach is doing a dine-around. There'll probably be others that will be announced. I'm doing one in March. I am half Cajun, so I will be cooking, and there will be a Cajun duo. So sign up for that. You'll have a good, it will pass un bon temps, I promise you that. We also usually have a tradition of holiday parties. In Sarasota, December 1st, we're going to have a rooftop reception at West Coast Black Theater. They do an annual holiday program. This one's called Joyful Joyful. December 1st. December 3rd in Naples, we're going to an alfresco night reception at the Naples Botanical Gardens. And that's just magical. That's just a wonderful event. I'm hoping someone in Tampa will organize a holiday thing, but we don't have any to announce yet. The other thing that I really encourage you to put on your calendar is our annual get together. You know, we have 3 branches, North, Central, and South, and it's hard for us to get together because of the distances. But once a year, we make an effort. We are meeting at the Sarasota Yacht Club for Sunday brunch, hoping that you don't have to have the traffic. I'll never forget Mary Key trying to work her way down to our annual and getting stuck in traffic. And so we're going to try Sunday brunch, Mary. See if the traffic's better for you. And that's January 21st. So those are that's your secret decoder ring. If you have special wishes for engagement or special questions, don't hesitate to contact me, because I can put you in touch with members who maybe have similar interest or guide you on how you can access your interest in IWF. So any other announcements, Catherine? You're on mute. Oh, you're still on mute.
Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you. We are looking for program ideas from each and every one of you. So the program committee's purpose is to, you know, field those numerous incoming proposals for programs, and, you know, to figure out if there's enough interest within the group, when we might slot it in, et cetera. So, you know,
I just want to give a few prompts, because Anne-Marie, our members are always interested in women's healthcare issues and the latest. So we would welcome hearing from you. Stacy Philanthropy, Deborah Jacobs Philanthropy is also an interest, because many of us are working for nonprofits who are wanting to up our game on philanthropy. And Margaret, you probably have disclosure agreements, but I would love to hear about DeSantis and Disney. but perhaps there are other things you can talk about. I don't know. So there's no waiting period.
Maybe a few years down the road.
There we go. Stephanie, we're all very concerned about women's health rights. So go for it, girl. If you want to do a talk, that would be great. So Molly, women on corporate boards, so all the new members, I'm just saying, you are masters in what you do. And you may not think you're as special as we do, but please don't hesitate to offer us something from your world, because that is what makes IWF really, really special.
And I'm happy to speak with any one of you about dine-arounds, being a dine-around hostess.
Yeah, and there's no waiting period on that either. Anyone can do it if you have the interest or the space.
Stephanie does great dinners, I can tell you.
Yeah.
And a perfect house for them.
Wonderful.
So at this point, what I'm going to do, let's see, there's 8, 12, 16. So I'm going to break us into 4 groups. It'll be about 20 minutes, which will be just enough time to frustrate you because you'll get started talking, and I'll bring you back. Actually, you know, we've got time. I could make it 30. What's your pleasure? How much time would you like? I can't hear.
We don't have to make a decision on that. We're gonna say, what's your wisdom? You've done this more than we have.
Let's say 25. 20 is a little short. 30 might seem a little long for those of you that have to do other things. So what will happen is once I hit the button, you're going to end up randomly assigned in groups. The questions that I suggested, you can come up with your own, are what's your current passion project, either work or otherwise? If you could try any job for a week, what would it be? Or what are the first things you do if you won the lottery? So here we go. And you will get a timer that says you have 3 minutes left or 2 minutes left, I forget. And then you'll be jerked like the Star Trek transporter. You will be beamed out of your groups and back into the main group. Any questions, anybody?
Thanks
All
for
right.
joining, Kate.
Here we go. I'm going to do. All right. See you when we get back. Hey. I think this is our group. Nope. Boop. We should be assigned, Emery. There we go.
I thought I was the only one in here. I'm like, wait, where did everyone go? They must have clicked leave meeting, you think? Oh, there's Deborah. We thought we were the only ones.
You saw that button too. Some people might have clicked leave meeting and then they'll disappear forever.
Oops. Oops. Yeah.
So Deborah, are you going with?
Sorry, I don't know what happened.
Well, we're back in the big group now.
The big room.
We're back in the big room.
Enjoyed talking with everyone.
It was great.
Yeah, it was great. Look forward to meeting you all.
Julie and I we were both saying we had to both log off. So good to see everybody. Take care. Yep.
Hope to see you soon.
So Leanne, is IWF good at we can leave early? Is
Leave early?
IWF, they're okay if we leave early and don't stay the whole time?
You mean on today's Zoom?
Yeah.
Yes, because several people have left early. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. I am going to depart, but with appreciation.
Okay.
Good to see you.
Thanks, Deborah.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey there.
Hello.
All right, there we go.
So folks will be popping back. Did you enjoy your breakout?
Yes.
We did.
We did.
How was the timing? What's the feedback?
Time is just right.
Just right.
I think 25 is it. 20 is too short. Great. So I know some people had to drop off. I don't know. People may have left after the end of the breakout.
Well, we lost Deborah and Julie. They had to leave. And I think Deborah Jacob.
We all want to offer you a warm welcome to IWF. I think you've got a sense of what some of the opportunities are, and all you have to do is go online, look up the directory, contact any one of us, our emails and cell phones.
Just their fascination.
Hey there. So
Hi.
Don't be
And
shy.
Cindy is doing a dine around on November 1st.
Oh, am I? Is that the date we decided?
Yes.
And she's a fabulous host, fabulous host.
Oh, I want to come to that. Wait a minute. Wait, November 1st?
Yes.
Hold on.
Well, it's funny. I had sent.
Oh,
Catherine-
that's
What?
you guys,
What is it?
What is it?
well, maybe not everybody. Some of us are involved in a fundraiser that night.
Oh, well, then we'll do it November 2nd. That's a Friday though.
No, November
sure?
2nd is a Thursday. November 2nd, Kate Burns is hosting the Zoom about
Yeah.
Ukraine.
No, but that's a Friday. November
No,
2
that's
is
a
a Friday.
Thursday, November 2nd.
November 2nd is a Thursday.
Oh,
Friday
okay.
night's great. The third.
Okay.
Wait, what's Thursday? What's Thursday?
Yeah,
the
so
2nd?
November 2 then. If there's a fundraiser November 1st, then
There's
let's.
a fundraiser November, and then November 2nd, for those of us who are involved in pro-choice things, there is a fundraiser for Ruth's List
On November 2?
on November 2.
And
Right,
you
but
have
there's also an
another
IWF
fundraiser.
Florida event, IWF Florida Suncoast.
And
that
Kate's
Kate Burns
doing
is
her
hosting.
lunch and
But
speak
that's a
that day.
Zoom at noon.
Oh, that's at lunchtime. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And maybe the last week of October might work if that works for Cindy.
It doesn't. I'm
Oh.
gone that whole week.
All right.
Yeah,
But
well,
literally the
Cindy,
3 days that I
now-
did Catherine.
Okay, so
All right.
ladies, another option was Halloween night.
We could
Halloween
get
night
the
is one of the most
costume.
celebrated holidays by adults. Do you know millions of dollars are spent on Halloween by adults?
So
I
that's
am not one
October
of them.
31. Janice, is that clear?
That looks clear from yeah, that is clear.
Yeah, because we don't want to run into a local fundraiser type thing.
No.
Yeah.
All right, so Cindy, October 31 was one of your dates.
It was, and I could do the 3rd too if we wanted to do a Friday. I was just trying to keep it to Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's up to you guys.
But November 3 Friday is not a fundraiser, Janice.
No, those two
Okay.
nights are pretty clear.
All right.
Simi, get to bed, and I hope you don't have to get up early.
Thank you. Yeah, we're actually checking out tomorrow, so I need to go back.
Okay.
wow,
And
yeah.
we'll catch up.
Okay, have
Yeah,
a
I
good
would love
trip.
to.
Bye.
Amy, great meeting
Bye-bye.
you.
Thank
Bye.
you all. I
Enjoy
really
it.
enjoyed it.
Take care.
I hope you did as
Me
well.
too.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Mary.
Thanks for the
Thank you.
inspiration.
Bye-bye.
Take
Bye-bye.
care, everyone. Bye.